Time Ram
42.
Hello and welcome to Time Ram. Better late than never, because we're half an hour late on this recording because of reasons. Yes, but never mind. It's not the end of the world. But it is the end of the world, because that's what we're doing. The Christopher Eccleston classic, The End of the World, but this time starring Tom Baker. With me tonight, as always, are Mr. Barry Williams.
Hello.
And Mr. Rupert Booth.
What is it now?
I should introduce myself. I didn't introduce myself. I'm Paul Ferry.
Who are you?
Who are you now?
Who are you now?
Why have you brought us here?
What year is it? Who's the president? Yeah.
So,
Yes.
isn't this story bloody great?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it lovely?
Yeah.
I got nostalgia watching it. I watched it just before. Yeah, it's good.
It's very simple. There's no
It's
wank.
very
simple.
It's just a good, solid story.
Like
Yeah,
an earthly child. And the dialect. They're very, very simple stories.
Yeah.
And they're the best stories. Yeah, it's just superb. Really enjoyed watching it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a huge amount of plot, so it may not trouble us for long. So
But we're going to string it out to
Tom
at least
Baker
four.
we're going to have to string it out for
You-
Tom Baker. Yeah.
He'll go off down to the pub and get drunk and he'll be trouble.
Where do we think we're going to put it?
Yes, I had an idea, which was, well, I quite fancy putting it in season 17, partly because we haven't touched season 17 yet.
Uh-huh.
And
All
I
right.
thought if we want to get this into 4 episodes, maybe what we do is we keep the Doctor and K9 up on the space station, solving the problem up there. And then early on, Romana gets teleported somehow down to the planet Earth.
Wow.
And she's there on the planet Earth with it about to blow up,
Wow.
dealing with issues there. So we have a whole separate plot line for her.
Is
And
it
that
going to be
allows us
called
to
Burning Earth?
Burning Earth, maybe. Yeah.
That's definitely a way of stringing it out, because I was thinking it worked with Leela, because in the original kind of Rose really doesn't know what's going on, and you're thinking who works best in a
That's
kind of
true.
not
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
going
that's
in
true.
situation, and that was
Yeah.
Leela.
As long as you've still got K9 there for a separate plot strand. Because, I mean,
Yeah.
there's not a lot of plot in this. Even Rose doesn't do a huge amount in this episode.
No.
So you're going to need to kind of find other things for people to do. So that was my
But
reason.
I'm happy either way. I'm not tied to Leela.
I kind of, I haven't got any idea where to set it, so I'm assuming I'm the casting vote. I like them both. I like the Leela one better. I see the Leela point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Having Leela there at the end of the planet she came from. Yeah. I suppose to have the emotional link, you'd have Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't think of that, so hey.
Well, they didn't do emotions in the 70s Doctor Who, did they? That was kind of...
Well, in the 70s Doctor Who, we didn't need to be led like that. We just knew.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know. I mean, the Sunmakers, it was about taxation.
Yeah.
We didn't have to be led. We just knew. Well, I didn't know. I was.
No, neither did I. No.
Yeah, and I suppose in Tom's kind of brusque way, if it is Leela in this, he'd be kind of, no, this is Earth, Leela. This is the planet you originally came from. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, it's going to die.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Leela in season 15 K9.
Hmm.
I was thinking maybe replacing the invisible Emily. The invisible Emily.
What?
That one.
The invisible enema.
Ah.
The invisible enema. Yeah, that one. I don't know why, just because it was sort of a bit sort of space station-y. It's not on a space station.
Does that mean we're introducing K9 or we kind of?
Oh, no, God, no. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
I
That makes it
think
awkward,
this would
doesn't it?
replace the Sunmakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's all about money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that works. Yeah.
It's kind of satirical.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about rich people come to watch the planet burn, isn't it? So yeah,
It is.
There's a little bit of
it's Robert Holmes.
Yeah.
that way.
commentary going on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
Sunmakers.
Sunmaker.
season 15 Sunmakers.
All right.
Yeah.
Annoying motor K9.
Yep.
Leela.
Turtles in the room.
Turtle's banned from my room. I don't trust him.
That's the exciting thing. Nobody in the universe can do what we're doing.
So yeah, we recapped the previous episode with Leela chucking her boyfriend Mickey and running off with the Doctor TARDIS.
Well, it's Caleb.
Caleb, yeah.
Yeah.
Chucking Caleb. So we've got the Doctor he's basically showing off. He takes her through time. With Rose, he's taking her into the far future. He might be with Leela as well. Actually. He's taking her to the year 5 billion.
Yeah.
And it's the day the sun expands and ends the planet Earth.
Right.
So this is.
So I guess it's going to be random.
Yeah.
In this era, it's going to be, the TARDIS just arrives there because why not?
Yeah.
I love the idea of, you could start it with a Holmes-esque sequence of the Doctor and Leela, like they've demonstrated the relative dimensions of the TARDIS and Robot of Death.
Yeah.
The Doctor now wants to demonstrate time and what time really is and what being outside time really means. So he doesn't show her the crashing of the ship that, led to the Tesh and the 17.
Yeah.
He shows her the end of the world because he's bonkers.
Yeah.
And, not healthy,
No.
but brilliant.
I don't think it will be set in the year 5 billion or whatever. It always used to kind of annoy me a bit with Russell's stories that he did this, because you're thinking in billions of years' time, people aren't going to be people. They're going to be God knows what, little clouds of gas.
He addressed that, didn't he? He said there'd be clouds of gas and downloads and stuff.
Well, yeah. It's got sort of digi people on that, but yeah.
But the thing is, we're telling stories with human beings now, so you better just go.
Yeah.
That's for literary science fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit difficult, isn't it? Yeah. Humans probably will change over the next 1,000 years if we're still around. So something that we wouldn't be able to relate to now. It's going to be
Star Trek. We've had the wars with Khan by now.
Yeah.
So hey.
Yeah, they went well. So they arrive on a space station where rich people will watch the planet burn. There's no one left on the planet, allegedly, but the continents have been moved back to their classic position for 5 billion years ago. For some reason.
Incredibly cheap, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to look so cheap. Now, I think I like season 15 in a lot of ways, but by Christ, it's the cheapest looking season of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Wow. That's saying something.
I mean, the Sunmakers is literally, it's kind of film stuff. It's a couple of flats with some bubbles on against the wall, and then move to another wall. And then they go underground, and it's black drapes with some bars hanging that are made of polystyrene.
Mhm.
Yeah. So the Earth's gonna be just like a kind of model that Matt Irvin's made out of a football that's
It's gonna be a football.
slightly too shiny.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think it may look like the oh god, out of the trees. The out of the trees
Yeah.
version of Earth.
Yeah.
It's
All
gonna
right.
have a few bits of cotton wool on it to be clouds. Um,
What is out of the trees?
Out of the Trees is a comedy series that Graham Chapman made with Douglas Adams in 1976.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
How can you not know this?
It's not very good.
It's not very good.
I've never
It's actually not very good. Yeah.
Surely
Yeah.
that's never been repeated. You must have got a copy from somewhere.
I think it's on YouTube if
Is
you
it?
want to watch
Hasn't
it.
been repeated. And of course, I've got a copy from somewhere.
But yeah, it was a thing I heard sort of mentioned for years and years because it's like partly he plagiarized it for Hitchhikers and
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Cricket Man and lots of other stuff that he wrote. But
Mhm.
it's really not very good.
So it'll be a terrible kind of, ball painted
Yeah.
like a
Yes.
with,
Yeah.
with cotton wool clouds on it, and it'll be terrible. Well, it might not be actually because we're talking Ian Scoons, aren't we?
Yeah.
There's Lenny.
Oh.
So actually, yeah, this might look quite good.
Mhm.
I was just gonna say when Earth's dying, is it like somebody standing underneath the blowtorch? One of the model.
Probably.
We'll come to that. Yeah. Yeah. So they get challenged by the steward here. So in the Eccleston version, he gets out his psychic paper, and that bit of plot just goes away.
Yeah.
I would suggest we do something different here.
Charles
Maybe-
Hawtrey.
Did we
in
just
blue.
cast Charles Hawtrey in something?
We'll cast him again.
You have it again.
All right, Ian Holm.
Helen Mirren.
Not Helen Mirren.
I don't think
Oh,
they'd
come
afford
on,
Ian Holm at that
We've
time.
got Cassandra in this, and you're casting Helen Mirren in that.
Okay, fine. All right. Yeah,
Dude.
I like Ian Holm. He was never in Doctor Who, was he? So
I was thinking John Stroke Jeavons, but that's quite lazy casting. I mean,
I
that's
see.
kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
we can't get anybody else.
No,
We'll
it
get
was.
You
John.
treat them like they are
Well,
literally the same person now.
Yeah.
The Milton Johns, Colin Jeavons conglomerate. Right.
Yes.
Milton Jeavons.
I think we'll have to put a character that we sometime called Milton Jeavons. Or Colin Johns isn't a very interesting name. So
No, Milton
No,
Jeavons.
no.
Yeah.
Milton Jeavons could be a sort of some kind of I'd say some kind of detective.
Or a village.
Yeah, he's a village detective.
Yeah, the village of Milton Jeavons.
Yeah. Milton Jeavons, who lives in Milton Jeavons,
Yeah.
Yeah,
detecting crime. Yeah.
and investigates Milton Jeavons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played by
Excellent.
Milton Jeavons, obviously.
Yes.
The next FMV detective I play, I'm going to demand he's called Milton Jeavons. End of. Yeah, Milton Jeavons. Okay, cool.
All right.
We'll have it in blue.
All right, okay. So yeah, maybe we'll do something a bit more threatening here. They get chased, they run away. This is where Leela.
Well, Milton Jeavons goes, "You're not allowed here," and Leela goes, "I'll cut your fucking throat." Straight away.
Yeah. Mhm.
And Leela runs after Milton Jeavons and chases him down corridors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is where she has an accident and she gets teleported down to the Earth.
Yeah.
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 And it'd be
Yeah.
very kind of the mutants type teleport, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
With teleport spelt in an exotic way over the top
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the future,
and,
isn't it?
blue, and then you're down there. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Actually, I can picture it looking very, very the mutant.
Yes.
Mm.
That's I can imagine that being the kind of the look of it. I don't know who designed that, but I can imagine.
Yeah.
That.
I don't know
Very
what you
bad.
think. I don't know what you think about representing the Earth, but I mean, my vague idea is she turns up in some kind of deserted future London, and there's sort of no one there. Or
Start for that season 15.
Yeah.
It's going to be chroma key against a card drawing.
With some wind going.
With some wind. Yeah.
They do go on location in season 15. I've seen season 15. They go on location occasionally.
They do, but not the Sunmakers.
They're on the roof of that building.
Yeah, they're on a roof.
And the
Oh, they
underground.
are. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bag factory.
Yeah, Fag Factory.
Yeah.
So yeah, so she
Um,
could find some underground entrances or something, or
Yeah, true. Okay. All right. They're in a quarry then.
Right.
Yeah, or something like Sondergaard experiment. I don't know where that was, but
Dartmoor.
somewhere like that.
Dartmoor. That's a bit expensive, Dartmoor, isn't it? London's easy, Dartmoor.
So it's a quarry next to a fag factory, with a couple of kind of knackered branches there to go. Oh, the earth's old. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all brittle.
If they'd done it in Dartmoor, it could have had it originally being that the doctor was supposed to go down there, and Tom just went, "I'm not fucking going back there.
Yeah.
He hasn't been there because the Sondergaard experiment is a chance.
I'm not breaking me shoulder."
Indeed. Or
Yeah.
that story.
Mhm.
So yeah, brittle quarry.
Brittle Quarry.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's its name as well.
Brittle
Yeah.
Quarry. Good. She's on the Earth with a massive sun in the sky. I mean, obviously, in real life, the oceans would have boiled away, a bit uninhabitable. But I'm imagining there's some kind of force field
Yeah.
that means
That's
that
why it's brittle
there.
quarry.
Yeah. And supposedly everyone's been evacuated from Earth. But what I would suggest is maybe she does meet some refuseniks, some people who are staying there.
Oh. Like Sheboggans.
Yeah.
Toboggans. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she goes, "You're fucking mad. Because you're gonna die. Because science."
Yeah. He has to try and convince them to leave. Yeah.
Actually, what you could do there is something interesting, because since Leela was introduced, the Doctor's been challenging her faith in religion with science.
Mm-hmm.
And they could be going, "No, God will save us."
Yeah.
And Leela goes, "Oh, really? Wow.
Someone's been lying to you.
Yeah.
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 I'm really imagining these people left on Earth as being like the "Will this wind be so mighty?" from the Secret Policeman's. Yeah, but you know the sketch in the Secret Policeman's Bubble.
Will this wind? Will this wind, yes, be so mighty? Be so mighty as to lay low. As to lay low the mountains. The mountains of the earth. Of the earth. Will this wind be so mighty as to lay low the mountains of the earth? No.
Can we get Peter Cook in it?
No. How?
She meets Peter Cook.
Yeah. He was.
Actually,
He'd have done anything for a few pints in 1976.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Meanwhile, up on the space station, I guess the Doctor has to get out of trouble somehow.
Is he in trouble?
Well, he's being chased by the steward. I know that much. I suppose
Right.
K9 could kind of
Kanan just kills the steward.
kills.
Fuck you, man.
In the
K9's
crotch.
like. In the crotch, yeah.
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 Well, no, Tom will bamboozle him with some brilliance, with some lovely dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to come up with because we're not there.
Yeah.
We're
not actually writing the script. Yeah. Okay. Good.
and talk him round,
Mm-hmm.
and so on, and then presumably we go into the big, alien scene.
Yes, a bunch of celebs turn up. We've got the Forest of Cheam, the Mox of Balhoun, the appearance of the repeated meme, the face of Beau.
Would this be like Michael Parkinson in makeup? Would this be like the Morecambe and Wise, to the
Which one is he? Is he the face of Beau? Is he
celebrities
Michael
turning
Parkinson?
up like Yarwood, and he would
So you got Michael Parkinson as the face of Beau. Is that what you're saying?
possibly.
Mhm.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Miserable Yorkshireman.
Yeah.
Miserable Yorkshireman in a tank with bow things hanging from his head. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
It could be Bo Derek as the face of Bo.
Bo Derek. We can't get Bo Derek. Come on.
You're not going to get Beau Derek. No.
They've blown the budget on Arnold Schwarzenegger and Dave Prowse.
Basically, it was I couldn't think of anybody else called Bo. Beau Bridges. It could be Beau Bridges.
Yeah.
I've exhausted the number of people I know called Bo.
There's not a lot of bows.
Such an uncommon name for some reason. I wonder why.
Commercial time.
They all say, who is Doctor Who? This is Tim Trelaw.
This is David J. Howe.
I'm Peter Purvis.
I am Sadie Miller.
This is Lauren Cornelius.
Larry, it's Fraser.
For all things in the Doctor Who collecting world and beyond, the Doctor Who Collectors Podcast. I'm Larry Van Mersbergen, your host, and I've been collecting for 42 years. You're listening to Time Ram on the Direction Point Podcast Network.
And then we've got the Lady Cassandra, the last
Yeah.
who I suggest
Yeah.
a bit less flat, a bit less CG.
Yeah, Cassandra, I couldn't work out how on earth this would have been done.
Mm.
Because the whole
I just thought somebody standing behind the thing and kind of,
Oh, it looks so shit.
you know, it would look shit. It would look really shit. It would look very
No.
sort of galloping galaxies. But
the way I
I'd
thought of
probably
it
have to
was,
do
would
it.
they even have thought of that? Plastic surgery
Mm.
isn't a thing.
No,
Then.
not in the 1970s. Everyone was kind of natural and
Natural and saggy.
saggy and furry. You know, we were kind of
Yeah.
we weren't doing that then.
So I think she might be bald. I think she'd be like a Space 1999 alien woman.
Yeah.
Kind of like really bald and really, you know, well, bald basically. They just shave all the hair off, the eyebrows, stuff gone.
You know, one of the moon ladies from UFO. Do you like that in the purple wig?
No, she wouldn't be like that.
Okay.
No, it's later. This is 1969.
I had a casting idea. Initially, I was thinking Fenella Fielding, but I think I've suggested Fenella Fielding about 5 times before with different things. It just seems to be my go-to older glamorous woman.
Yeah.
But then I don't know where I came from, but I thought Lois Maxwell.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Can I
She so rarely gets to do anything apart from Bond, you know.
Yeah.
Can I suggest Penelope Keith?
Oh yeah, that could work. Yeah.
Yeah. She could put up
Because as Margot, she's got that kind of hauteur.
Yeah.
You know, I think they'd do that kind of class system thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's quite funny, and then she's villainous, so she could do both. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they might just make her just a glamorous woman. She might not be very alien at all.
Bald.
Yeah.
Bald.
Do you think Penelope Keith would go for bald?
Bald cap. Yeah, she might be bald and painted silver, you know, then they could do that.
Bald silver Penelope Keith.
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So would you.
Yeah.
It's
And
a series in its own right. Huh?
enjoy it.
I remember that 70s sitcom, Bald Silver Penelope Keith.
Cool.
All right, yeah.
Oh, I had a casting idea for Jabe as well. I was thinking Pamela Salem, but I don't know if anybody else had any.
Oh, well, yeah.
Ah.
I'd accept Pamela Salem in that role, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just of that era, really. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Jabe.
Yeah.
Jabe's a wonderful character.
Yeah.
It's a very emotive episode, isn't it?
Yeah.
As you said, there's not much plot. It's one of those, as RTD does, he's tapped into the whole thing of you just tell a story that is emotive
Yeah.
and get the feelings going.
Yeah.
And logic can fuck off.
Yeah. Jabe would look different as well. She'd have like a costume with leaves on it and
It would
She
be
would have
less
leaves,
effective.
yeah.
a leaf wig or something.
Yeah.
But
The makeup
But
would
basically
be
human.
quite good.
Yeah.
Leaf wig, leaf
Leaf
wig.
wig.
So we get the kind of the gift exchange scene.
Yeah.
Tom would give them a thread from a scarf.
Yeah, he would. Yeah. Notable how flirty the Doctor is with Jabe actually in this scene. He's very kind of hello. Right.
That's totally going to happen.
Yeah.
Tom's not going to unflirt.
Yeah.
Not with Pamela Salem.
Tom's going to be gazing at her cleavage and trying not to.
You're a beautiful woman, probably. So everyone's exchanging gifts, and the only one that's really significant is that the appearance of a repeated meme is given everyone spider balls. Spider balls. And they're just silver
Spider balls.
Obviously.
Can't think of a rhyme to the rest of that.
No, I was frankly.
Yeah, and Cassandra kind of
around all of your space halls.
Okay. Cassandra gives a speech, and we kind of go into some contemporary pop music. We Slade or something like that.
Still another revolution. Well, it's still going to be contemporary. It's going to be the Beatles, isn't it?
Yeah, 'cause they've
This is the
already
beginning of
called
the
that
70s.
classical music, haven't they? And
Yeah.
Yeah.
jeez.
Yeah, Baby, Can I Drive Your Car? Something like that. Something just not very. Yeah, so we should probably cut back to Leader. I think we kind of come out to a cliffhanger if we're going to split this into 4 episodes. So something happens. I'm open to ideas.
A monster attacks.
A monster.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think
there's no monster in this, and there would be in the 70s.
Yeah. I think we need some kind of conspiracy going on that ties the plots together. I don't know what exactly.
Well, the monster is actually the last human, and it's Cassandra's child.
Okay. Mm-hmm. But we don't know that yet.
It's Cassandra's husband. she's concocted an incredibly elaborate way to get rid of him so she can get all his money.
No, it's Cassandra's child. Shut up.
Her experimental child.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a great T-Rock song, wasn't it?
Elemental child. Yeah.
Okay, good. So that's episode 1. That's done.
Yeah.
Cool.
Excellent. In the original version.
What?
In
the experimental child look a bit like Donald Pleasance. Massive kind of shambolic thing.
Vaguely ruined Donald Pleasance, like it's been in a BBC prop cupboard for the last 10 years.
Yeah. But they found it, and it's a budget cutting season.
Sprayed it green or something. And...
Yeah.
Bit mouldy, but it's fine. It blends in now. It's fine.
Yeah, it'd be good. Yeah.
Okay.
Put some blue on it so they can keep bits of it out.
Yeah.
Like a shape.
So, in the original version, we get the bit where Rose gets a bit overwhelmed and she has to leave. And then because they had trouble even getting this to 45 minutes, there's a theme, extended scene, which is basically just padding, where she meets this other character called Raphael, who's a plumber.
Yeah.
And they have quite a long speech where it's the first time any companion goes, I've just left home with a complete stranger. It's quite nice. It kills the pace, but it's quite a nice.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it kills the pace. I think having watched it again just before we did this, I thought it was superbly paced.
He makes it work, but I mean,
you get your highs and your lows.
It doesn't fit with the scenes around it. She runs off, and then in the original version, the next time you see her, she's in the gallery looking at the earth, and
Sure.
It kind of, it's just this extra 5 minutes in the middle, which doesn't quite make sense in the context. It's a nice scene, don't get me wrong.
Well, this is Leela addressing the Pleasance, isn't it?
It'll have to be, it's not going to be K9, let's face it. So, all right,
No, where's K9 right now?
K9.
K9's going to be looking in the ducks with Rafalo, isn't he?
Yeah, K9's going to be investigating the ducks. Yeah. And getting attacked by spiders. He's going to be fighting the spiders.
Actually, it's going to be a much bigger duct. K9 can go down really slowly.
How are they going to do the spiders?
Badly.
1970s.
With CSO.
Puppet.
They're going to be, what's the name of that little guy? Going to be him in a suit.
That's quite
the
big
one from
spiders.
Towns of Wing Chang.
Not going to be Deep Roy in a suit.
Deep Roy in a suit.
It's not going to be Deep Roy in a suit. No.
Be like that. You remember that on Play School? That guy that used to was it on Play School? I don't know. Maybe it was on something else. The guy with the hand puppet spiders.
Oh, paper play.
Yeah, paper play. That's it. Yeah.
It's going to be like that. Well, that'd be the sensible way to do it. Yeah.
But silver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Silver, Itsy and Bitsy. That's the spiders.
Silver, Itsy and Bitsy.
Well, yeah, we do have some scenes here because obviously these spiders, they're popping out of these balls that the repeated memes being given everyone.
They're not going to. I mean, Graham Williams is going to go, no, we can't do this. They're not going to be little spider things coming out of grills.
They're like beach balls. They're quite a big ball, and then it pops open. Deep Roy pops out with his little spider
does
legs.
Not pop out. Your fantasies worry me.
Maybe they should just stay as balls, like the kind of the living skins and the Tomorrow People. Absorb.
Oh, don't do attack balls. I've got no. No, that's my thing. Stop it. All right, yeah. They can be silver attack balls. Then.
Silver attack balls. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I watched The Living Skins again recently. It's awful.
It is awful, isn't it? It was terrifying though as a kid.
Yeah.
Terrified the fuck out of me.
Okay. What is the living skins? What is the
It's
living
the
Balls
skins?
are
Tomorrow
over.
People.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
They're over.
Okay.
The balls are okay. It's when you get the kind of the plastic jumpsuit again
When
on
you
a
get the
piece of
acting.
string.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
and the acting though, when they've got like
Yeah.
things on the faces and going, yes, we are aliens now. Yeah. Yeah. Hey ho. Terrified me in 1978.
We get the scene with Rose in the observation gallery, and she confronts the doctor. Who is he? And he sort of does some jiggery pokery to her phone so she can call her mum.
We don't get this, do we?
We
No.
can't really use any of this, really, can we? No.
No.
Maybe we have the doctor and Canine doing a little bit of investigating
Mm-hmm.
while these balls or spiders or whatever the fuck they are kind of starting to appear all over the station and just damage things.
Mm-hmm.
The steward comes to a bad end. He's in his office when one lowers the sun field.
Oh no, Milton Jeavons.
Melton Jeavons? He is Melton Jeavons.
Melton Jeavons.
Yeah.
Melting Milton Jeavons, yeah.
Milton.
That was a great program.
Yeah.
So what's Leela doing while this is going on?
Hanging about on the planet.
Okay.
Going, I'm going to get fried, man. This is shit.
She needs to find a way off the planet, really, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. She needs to get into a studio set as well. Somewhere under.
Well, she's found the rebels.
Mm-hmm.
And she's organising them.
Yeah.
In ways.
In ways.
Ways. Yes.
I think Cassandra has a secret spaceship on the Earth for some reason.
Yeah, they've been
something there.
abandoned.
She's getting all the gold or something. There's art treasures or something.
Like Sondergaard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's nicking something before the Earth is destroyed.
Can I just say, I love Sondergaard. There's this bald guy living in a cave with loads of electronic stuff. Great. That's how I intend to live my life.
It's very cool. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah.
So a spear suit too.
Yeah.
Basically, I want to be Sondergaard.
Oh, please be quiet.
Back in 1976.
Back in 1976 on this space station.
Yeah.
Aye.
So the space station is slowly breaking. Things are going wrong. The doctor takes Jabe takes the doctor to investigate a duct.
Yeah.
He's like, come and have a look at my duct, doctor.
Tom's gonna love that.
He's up for it. So yeah, they get their scene where they kind of get to know each other a little bit. She's descended from the
He's
top.
probably going to be great, actually. He's probably going to go, I love ducts. Come on.
We probably should have a scene in here as well, because this is around the point we learned that Cassandra's a bit of a racist as well. She's talking about interbred and weren't pure anymore. She's the last pure human. Even though she looks like a sort of baldy lady.
Yeah.
But
being bald doesn't make you impure. Just say.
Okay.
Being silver might. I wouldn't know.
Less common in ladies, though. Yeah. So yeah, then he goes into the duct with Jabe, and she's descended from tropical rainforests. And she knows that the doctor's a Time Lord, and she's very sad for him because, of course, all the Time Lords died in the Time War. A single tear trickles down his. No, hang on.
Yeah.
Lovely
moment. Lovely moment. Lovely acting.
Yeah.
Isn't going to happen in this one.
No, not at all. No.
Obviously.
Yeah.
The best we get is that she goes, "Oh, I realised the havoc the Master wreaked on Gallifrey."
Yeah.
Tom goes,
Yeah.
and that's that.
Yeah. To be fair, we might have had Spy Hard or whatever it was. Yeah, by now. So yeah.
By how?
Spyfall. Sorry, Spyfall. No, is it? What was it? Spy Jinx. Spy Hijinks.
What are you
That one.
saying?
The spy. Is it Spy one? It's the Spy one from the 13th.
Spy Love Me?
No. With Lenny Henry in it. That one.
It is called Spyfall, yeah.
Is it Spyfall?
Oh, yeah.
Is that not a Bond film? Okay, Spyfall. Yeah.
No, that's Skyfall.
Skyfall.
It's a Bond film.
Oh, fucking Chris Chibnall. Oh, okay. I just remembered his Eve of the Darks. I can never remember what the episode's called. It's because it's called Eve of the Darks. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Stop doing that. You know. Well, he has now.
All right, he stopped. He's gone.
Yeah, stop now. I need to stop being angry about it. So
yeah. He's not touching you anymore.
No, not anymore. No.
No.
He's touched me enough.
That man's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, so they investigate the sort of bowels of the station, and they get to this bit with these massive fans, which is in quite a dark position. They put the fans across the path. It's not very good design, but they've kind of worked out that spiders sabotage the station.
This is going to be done in exactly the same sort of way, I think. It's going to be a model and CSO, and it's going to be awful. There's no two ways about it. It's going to be awful.
It's going to be bad. Yeah.
But, to be honest, it's my least favorite part of the original.
Yeah, it just makes no sense. It's very silly.
It's very prequels Star Wars.
Yeah.
Which people were kind of expecting from science fiction then.
Yeah.
It's quite...
the whole part of the Phantom Menace where they spend ages going through lit up things, having lightsaber battle for no particularly good reason.
It's quite Galaxy Quest.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Maybe instead of the fans in 1976, they'd have had something like the vortex from the adventure game that they've got across.
Maybe.
Makes very much sense. Yeah.
It's cheaper and
yeah.
and more achievable in 1976.
Oh, no, that's achievable. I mean, all you have to do is build a model of the fans.
Yeah.
Get Matt out and go, right, come and build some fans. Make them spin. You could do that. Nothing couldn't do.
I don't know, it'd be difficult to get the Doctor interacting with them,
well.
wouldn't it? That'd be quite difficult to achieve in 1976.
Well, it was difficult to achieve in the episode.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
never interacts with them. He dodges a bit, and all that sort of bit. And then apparently he does transmigration of objects, which is canon from Ambassador Death.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving ahead here, but that's my theory about how he gets through the fans.
Yeah.
Wow, transmigration of objects.
Yeah, cool. So
and all hardcore fans go, "What the fuck, man?" and all more hardcore fans go, "Ambassador Death."
Okay.
What's your problem?
So yeah, we're kind of verging on episode 3 here. Any updates on Leela? Do we know what Leela's up to?
No.
Doing some stuff.
Not a clue. Where the hell is K9?
K9, yeah. K9 is kind of stuck in the observation room, I think.
Is K9 fighting spiders?
He might be fighting spiders. Yeah, he might be doing that. Yeah.
In the ducts.
Yeah,
all the way through this.
Yeah.
With music going diddly 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 diddly
And there's footage where they haven't taken the sound off. Yeah. He's been fighting these spiders. The memes aren't happy with K9. They're not happy with him. So they attack him and they lock him. They lock him in the observation gallery, and then they start to drop the sun filter.
Oh, this is like Armageddon Factor.
Yeah.
Where he's on the conveyor belt and kind of going, shutting down. Yeah.
So the Doctor has to come back.
That really affected me as a kid.
Yeah.
I was terrified for K9.
Yeah. Traumatic. It's traumatic.
Yeah.
So he's basically in trouble, but the Doctor comes back. He's got his sonic screwdriver. He's got his sonic, and he's kind of he can't get K9 out of the room. He's stuck in the room, but he manages to get the filters to go back up again, and then they go back down again, and then they go back up again. But
I'm gonna get a few minutes out of that.
Cool. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
But he can't get K9 out, so he's still working with Jabe, and they go back to confront the others, the celebs, to find out what's going on. And it's a really clever bit. The Doctor uses a little spider or the ball, or whatever it is we decided, to confront whoever's behind this.
Leah's going to have to find something out on the planet. Leah's going to have to find something out on Earth that's relevant.
Yeah. And the Earth's getting closer and closer. The sun's getting nearer. Everything's getting hotter.
Yeah.
She's gonna find out that Cassandra's looting the Earth with a secret spaceship.
Maybe she finds out it's Cassandra behind it all. Yeah.
And a couple of generic gadgets.
That would make sense. Yeah.
She's got a couple of bruisers down there, sort of loading the Mona Lisa and things.
Yeah.
All 15 of them into the back of a spaceship.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. If Mona Lisa to survive well after 5 billion years.
Yes. They're doing well in the heat.
Yeah. A bit melty, but that'll wipe off.
Yeah.
Dagger off technology.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So make that relevant. So yeah, she's got to try and escape the Earth on this spaceship with these thugs. Get away somehow.
So they've got an old spaceship there, have they?
Spaceship, yeah, or teleport, I guess. Yeah.
Better with a spaceship.
More threat, I think. Yeah.
Well, then we get more kind of will they, won't they get to the station?
Yeah.
And she's got to kind of climb up the spaceship legs. Got to climb up the legs to get in, you know. Yeah.
Spaceship legs.
Then we'll get left behind, you know. Yeah.
So she's climbing some really small scaffolding on location, and then gets into a really small set with presumably bloke.
Yeah, bloke's there. Yeah.
So Leela gets in and just kind of says, you know, pulls a knife to his throat and says, you know, take me to the spaceship. I'll slit you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Slit you right up. Some gadget.
Milton Johns.
Not Milton Johns.
I'm not saying Milton Jeavons.
Wherever using Milton Johns, he'll be exhausted.
It'd be some kind of generic Cockney gangster actor, wouldn't it?
Bob Hoskins from On the Move.
Probably be quite cheap then at that time.
Yeah, On the Move. Yeah, because On the Move.
If it was before Pennies from Heaven, he'd be still pretty unknown. Yeah.
I suppose that was what, 78, I guess.
Donald G. Then.
Not G. Donald G's available.
From On the Move. On the move.
On the move. We're on the move again.
We can't even sync up. It's terrible.
What's on the move?
Every day.
Come on, you saw me. On our way again. Life is an open book. When you open your eyes and look, you gotta keep moving.
It was an adult literacy program on BBC Two, which just shows that as kids we watched any old shit that was on television.
Any old shit, anything on telly was on, anything.
Because there was never anything on. It was mostly test cards.
I had an On the Move book as a toddler that I drawled in.
I've never been that desperate for TV. I would turn on the TV during the day and look at the test card for 10 minutes.
Test card was great. Don't get me wrong, the test card was great.
The test card music was fantastic. I remember recording test card music off the television on the tape recorder.
I could never get past that classic. It was brilliant. Minimalistic.
Yeah.
It's superb.
Nothing to tell you. I'll flick through Netflix, CFAX for a bit.
Not the 70s.
Not the 70s. No, that was an 80s pleasure. Yeah.
Right.
Days before breakfast TV.
I found CFAX a bit newfangled.
Oh. It's superhero.
Never got the hang of it.
I quite liked it.
Yeah, it was kind of, this is impure.
CFAX was still going to the early 2000s. I remember
Yeah.
once around the 2000s, kind of falling asleep watching a kind of late film and waking up and CFAX was on and thinking, have I gone back in time? Is it the 80s? What's going?
You know how to party.
Yeah. Party hard.
Who's the president?
I'm so drunk I saw CFAX.
So yeah, I was about to get to in the original version. There's quite a neat scene where the Doctor uses the spider to find who's behind it.
Yeah,
He
I
goes
love
up
that.
to the memes
Great.
and he's like, yeah, well, that's a bit obvious, isn't it? And then kicks it and he kind of goes up to Cassandra.
Yeah, and he pulls his arm
He
off.
pulls his arm. That's right. He pulls his arm off. Yeah.
Pulls his arm off, and he's got Scotch-like material on his arm.
Yeah. That's right.
Which is a bit much. It's kind of like, well, I don't believe. I've always done that in arguments. I don't believe what you're saying. Pull someone's arm off. That works. That's spooky.
Yeah. So yeah, Cassandra was planning to engineer a hostage situation on the space station for all these celebrities to sort of ransom them for money. Obviously, she can't do that anymore, but she can still make a profit from blowing them all up because she's got shares in all their companies. So she just beams out, and the station's starting to fall apart. Leela's trying to get off the planet Earth. Oh, we've got to be in episode 3 now. It's got to be a big climax now, isn't it?
Yeah. Big climax. Yeah, the Earth's about to die.
Earth's about to die.
Leela's about to cry. Die, cry.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Space station's got bits falling off it. Yeah.
And the Doctor suddenly goes, "Wait a minute, I've got a TARDIS," and goes to the Earth and picks Leela up. But of course, that doesn't happen.
Oh, he doesn't have time. He doesn't have time.
He's
got to go. He's got to go and save the spaceship. So he takes Jade to go and make repairs.
No. This is Tom. This is Tom Baker. He's got time to do everything. So what he does is he reverse engineers the teleport.
Okay.
And brings Leela back and all Leela's slugs. And they all go, "Oh, Cassandra, you're the one who promised us like gold and things.
Right. Yeah.
If we mine the last resources of the Earth." And Cassandra goes, "Oh dear." Or worse to that effect. Or dramatic. Yeah. Robert Holmes. Well, other than that,
no, it's good. I liked it. I was waiting with bated breath to see what happened next.
Yeah, so basically her.
No. I ran out. I ran out is what happened. I ran out.
Her people turn against her because she's.
Yeah, she's
done them up like a kipper.
Yeah, she's blackmailing them. She's blackmailing them, and now they're like, "Oh, you."
Well, she's silvermailing them.
And you silver woman, you.
Yeah. And so they all basically just pile on like a drafter. She gets flattened by her arse really easily. It's kind of like, "Oh, fuck you, man."
Well, she teleports out. She's got her own.
Just like pile. And do they throw her off the spaceship like in filmmakers?
No, she's got her own teleport. She's gone. She's out of there. She's gone.
Right.
But the space station's falling apart, so he needs to repair it, doesn't he? So he has to go back. He has to go back to the fan room. The fan room.
Yeah.
The fan room.
Tom's
gonna love the fan room.
The fan room's really blowing hard. Yes. So there's these fucking big fans blocking his way, or possibly a room with some kind of digital effect. I don't know.
I think it'll be big fans. I think it'll be a model shot of big fans. There's no reason why they couldn't do that. It'll be like Underworld. It'll look like that.
Okay.
But yeah, they do big fans, and Tom's just enjoying himself around the CSO fans.
It'd be great if all the kind of modern people were trying to work out ways past these enormous fans in very technical ways, and Leela just comes along and goes, "Can we not turn off the fans?"
I think, I love that. I mean, Leela kind of comes in and just flicks the off switch.
Pulls the plug out. Yeah.
I mean, it is. Yeah. This sequence is very cliched, and it is explained with a couple of lines of dialogue, which is exactly what I do. But that doesn't make it good.
It's contrived, isn't it? I mean,
I don't think this is RTD's best writing.
He finds a reason
because he kind of goes, "Oh, you can't do this because of this, that, and the other."
Yeah, he finds a reason why the off switch or the switch that fixes the space station is on the other side of these fans.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, why would you put it there?
And why in the future they haven't just got a remote control?
Why she got this other switch that she needs to hang on to slow them down?
It's
contrived.
It's
really contrived.
Done for drama. Yeah. This is a drama room. Like Paul said earlier, this is very Galaxy Quest.
Yeah,
it was bad.
And it was quite a while after Galaxy Quest. So there's no excuse.
No, there isn't really. It's not his best.
No.
Yeah. So maybe with a whole episode to play with, 25 minutes, maybe we do something a bit more elegant here. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Something elegant happens.
They have to solve various
They have to solve some
puzzles
puzzles
Yeah.
to get to the off switch.
set by the
See
Osiris.
the off switch over there.
Says.
You need to solve some puzzles, and then you're allowed to use the off switch.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't trust you to use the off switch unless you can do this crossword.
Well, I think it would be to do with machinery. Then the off switch is there. It doesn't work. To their amazement, and they realise that the off switch is not functional because computers have confused everything.
Yeah.
So they have to get to a certain place to find the mainframe and fuck about with it.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's all protected because it would be, and that's something like that. Something like that.
Maybe Jabe has to sacrifice herself because there's a monster. I don't know. Cassandra's child.
What
Cassandra's
monster?
child
Hang
is
on,
there.
where
Cassandra's
the
child.
monster come from?
Donald Pleasance comes in.
Donald Pleasant
Donald Pleasant comes in.
Right.
Wham!
Uh-huh.
Turns her into a pencil. That's the end of that.
Now what are you gonna do? Pencil your friend.
Okay, turns her into a pencil case. I don't know, a set of pencils. There's a nice set of HB pencils.
Drawers. Can we do better?
Maybe the Donald Pleasance kind of goes, me redeem myself, me stop fan, and performs a heroic gesture of redemption.
Don't take the Donald Pleasance seriously. I just referenced it because I felt like it. Doesn't have to be the face of Beau. Leela and the dudes get back on the ship at that point, and there's some function that has to be done with two people in two different places at the same time. And one of them is by the airlock where Leela is, and it'll kill them. But dude's there who's fallen for Leela.
Of course, yes. Yeah.
His name is Jub.
What's his name?
And what? And he does all that bit, and she's going, "Wow, you're brave." But dead.
And he gets stuck at the airlock. Okay.
And the doctor tells me that being dead is not good, so she lets him do it.
Right.
And they all come together and praise.
Yeah. And they save the day. Space station's okay.
Yeah.
Leela gets back off the spaceship again just in time, presumably in the nick of time.
So when the space station's kind of falling apart, it kind of going over the surface of the Earth, like kind of Revenge of the Cybermen, kind of spinning model.
Yeah.
Heading for the biggest bang in history.
Yeah. And then the Earth blows
It
up.
could be called Talk.
What?
It could be called Talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that better than
I don't know.
All right. Someone sacrifices themselves.
Yes.
Blah 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 blah.
Reasons.
Reasons. He loves Leela.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And they raise the shields, and the station's saved.
Yay!
Earth explodes.
Yay!
But everybody important is fine. But the doctor's really angry, so he recalls Cassandra. He brings her back.
Yeah.
He's really angry at the original person because Jabe's dead. I'm not sure she's dead now. She might not be. But he gets Cassandra back again and just lets her pop, basically. Quite warm in there.
I don't know how we're going to do this when she's not a kind of skin.
I don't think
that's not going to happen.
Not going to be quite as angry. Maybe he gets her back and she's arrested.
Yeah.
He gets back, she's arrested by things like the Megara.
Yeah. Hands her over to the
like,
authorities.
I'll be back in a not as good story in a couple of years' time.
I'll come and get you. And go, there's a pout. And the music goes bum 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 bum. So they go back to the TARDIS.
Well, that's it. Everyone's gone. Leela's kind of looking at the rubble that used to be the Earth. She's a bit sad about it.
Well, she's kind of going, so that's where I came from once. My ancestor came from. And the doctor goes, yeah. And she goes, and?
Not all that.
It's not my plan, is it? Why should I give it?
And the doctor takes her to the pub.
I'm going to knife someone.
Doctor takes her to the pub and they have chips.
Explainment.
For God's sake, let us explain.
It's not as good.
It's not as good.
It's not as good as the Eccleston one.
No.
Which is brilliant. Tom Baker season 15. It's not going to be as good.
We've kind of lost the message somewhere in trying to get it to fit into 4 episodes.
Yes.
The message.
The message, which was like everything dies, I think. But yeah.
Oh well, Tom's going to just say that, isn't he?
Well, Eccleston says.
He's going to look at her and goes, "Everything dies."
Everything dies, really.
And everything goes to the pub. And they're going to go to the pub, and that's good.
And it'd be a comedy finish with K9 get a pint poured in him or something. So yeah.
Turns his head upside down and just pours a
Drinks out of
pint in his nose.
Yeah.
I mean, if we spend a bit longer thinking about it, we probably could make it work. I think it'd be all right.
It'd be a completely different story, really, wouldn't it? But
it would be very different. Yeah.
In the same.
Yeah. Season 15 is an odd one. It is very cheap.
Yeah.
It's really cheap, but really imaginative.
Yeah.
So I can totally see them doing something like this. Yeah.
Robert Holmes would find something interesting to do with it, so it would be.
Of course.
Yeah.
It'd be lovely dialogue.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Possibly John Cleese as the guy, the blue guy.
Steward. Wasn't that Milton Jeavons?
Yes.
Milton Jeavons.
John Cleese. We can't use Milton Jeavons. He's a not real mutant. Doesn't exist. Okay, I'm ready to roll the figures. So our doctor is number 4.
Again?
That's what we've got.
Okay, that's twice in a row.
The Ram's
right.
given us. Don't knock it. It could be worse.
I tell you what, number 4 is now significantly ahead of every other doctor, including number 7.
Oh.
Actually,
it doesn't feel like it.
I think the random number generator is a Doctor Who fan. I think it knows that Tom should have the most stories.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the story is 193.
Oh, 193. Okay, that sounds like a tenant. Let's have a look. Right, okay. 193. 193 is... No, the Doctor's daughter. Not doing that again.
Oh, we already done it. We have.
Oh, yeah, we have, haven't we? Yeah.
Damn.
Twice.
Yeah, I was thinking how great that would be with Tom.
Okay, off we go again.
She's my daughter.
34.
Probably. 34.
Okay. That's much earlier.
Troughton,
I would say, yes.
Troughton.
Okay. The Macroterra.
Oh!
Tom and Giant Crabs. That could not be better.
Yeah.
Tom and Giant Crabs. Yeah.
Excellent.
Not just
Excellent.
any
Can I
crabs.
express how much I love the Macroterra?
Mm-hmm.
I just love it. If it was one missing story to get back, I kind of think I'm going for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I just think it's really good. I think it would be an awful lot better than people think if we had the visuals as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's difficult to tell about the direction from the combined about 20 seconds that we have, including the title sequence bit. But yeah, I love the Macroterra. Maybe it's being a Prisoner fan. I don't know.
There's some quite atmospheric lighting that you can tell from the telesnaps.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
quite good. Yeah.
And I have a feeling that the macro, that one clip we've got doesn't show it to its best advantage, I think. I think when they're lurking about in the shadows, Troughton said they were very effective.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not going to argue with Patrick Troughton. Are you? No.
No.
So we're watching the animation or the recon?
I'm going to do the recon, as I always do.
I might do the recon.
Particularly with
It doesn't really matter, does it?
Terror, it's just not anything like it.
Yeah.
You know, they're massive crabs, which annoyed me because they weren't massive crabs.
Yeah.
They're massive alien thingies. They're kind of like half snail, half crab. Snab.
Yeah.
And it cuts out an entire scene, doesn't it? Yeah.
And they cut an entire scene. Yeah.
Are they ever mentioned as being crab-like in the program? Or is that one?
Well, I know in the script the original version was called Doctor Who and the Insect Men.
Yeah. Is it one of these things that's come up from, you know how Doctor Who is like full of these kind of slight urban myths that came up, you know, from like the 70s and 80s,
like
when there was only
10 feet tall,
DWM and you just believed anything you read in DWM or in Jeremy Bentham's books.
Jeremy Bentham, he lied to us. Jeremy Bentham was the Boris Johnson of Doctor Who.
Wow, don't tell him that. He'll come around your house.
I'm not going to. He will. He'll come around and kick the shite out of me.
That's all right. He's only a mummified head in the British Museum.
That's true. Yeah. He'll still try and kick the shite out of me. That'd be terrifying. I don't want a mummified head coming
That's
around.
a very niche joke.
That's a very niche joke, but I like it.
I like it too.
You knock at the door and
niche people.
Hello.
All right. Oh, it's a mummified head. No, it's Jeremy Bentham come to kick the shite out of me for saying the mackerel wasn't 10 feet tall, which it wasn't. I mean, all the stuff about it being mounted on the back of a van to bring it into. I bet it was brought into the studio on the back of a van, just like on a low loader, like the TARDIS would have been and whatever else. Yeah. Well, good, excellent.
All right, okay.
Tom Baker and the Macra Terror.
All right, we'll look forward to that. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, look, crabs.
Okay.
Good.
Well, that got to the end of the episode. Brilliant.
Remarkable.
Yeah.
We'll have to do it with Sarah and Harry, so Harry can do his kind of clam acting. You know, he's being attacked by a clam acting, only with like a crab's claw.
And maneuver himself into the claw, won't he?
Yeah.
You'll see Ian Marter sitting there in heaven going, that's what I'm remembered for. Clam acting.
Yeah, he's looking down on us now and going, oh.
But are we talking about anybody else's clam acting? No.
No, that's very true. That's very true. No, we're not.
No one ever mentioned Peter Cushing's clam acting.
Yeah. Are we talking about Laurence Olivier's clam acting? No, we're not.
No, we're not. That's something that Ian Marter has on him. Plus, I don't think Laurence Olivier ever wrote a Doctor Who book either. So, basically, Sir Lawrence not trying hard enough.
No, he wasn't into clams. So I hear.
No.
That's one of the things he wasn't into.
Yeah.
Let's knock his bally head off. That could go Jeremy Bentham's. Trying to kick the shit out of me. Oh dear. If I don't turn up next week, it's because I'm being assaulted by Jeremy Bentham and Laurence Olivier's mummified heads. No better excuse has ever been thought of for not appearing on a podcast, right?
I've been nipping at your ankles.
Yeah. Hopping around. I don't know how they're hopping because they ain't got feet. But hey, that won't stop them. It's Sir Laurence Olivier.
Yes. He was almost a mutant in Revelation of the Daleks.
Indeed.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah.
He was within spitting distance of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was a massive Who fan.
It's just one of those weird stories that
I've got a feeling he was quite a Who fan. He quite liked it. I mean, not a fan in the way that we are, but you know.
Yeah.
He liked it, wanted to be in it.
Yeah.
That'd have been great, wouldn't it?
It's like Troughton always said he'd come back as a monster, so nobody could see he was in.
Yeah, I kind of hope that he did, and no one told us because he said he'd come back and he didn't want anyone to know. I hope he's a track tape or something like that.
That'd be lovely. Yeah.
You know, if they ever reach the studio footage, just kind of like, oh dear, as he falls over. Give it away.
Being the JNT area, we'll have to check any extras' names. The letters can be rearranged to make Patrick Troughton.
Oh, you froze there. JNT's after you.
Oh. I was just saying, if it's the JNT era, we just need to check the names of the extras and if the letters can be rearranged to form Patrick Troughton.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
mhm.
Or Second Doctor or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doctor's joke. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was Time Ram, the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. We'll be back again in another 2 weeks or so with Tom Baker again. My God, in the Macro Terror. I've been Paul Ferry, and joining me tonight, as always, have been Barry Williams.
Bye.
And Rupert Booth.
Goodbye.
And
Never.
it's goodbye from me.
On the move, we're on the move again.
Well, listener, that was Time Ram. Thank you for listening. If you would like to get in touch with us, we can be found on Twitter. I'm at PaulFerry8, Baz is at BazTimeRam, and Rup is at Rupert Booth. We also have a Facebook page. Feel free to drop in. I need to thank Ben Jones for providing our music. If you would like to support the production of Time Ram, please consider setting up a subscription at Patreon, where you can get all kinds of goodies. Join us next time for, well, more of the same.
There is so much to do, and I've got the time for you. But we gotta keep moving. Yes, we gotta keep moving.
They've got ambition, know-how, and they don't lose their bottle. Look at you. The mafia. I've shit them.
Direction point! Direction point!
A Doctor Who podcast network.